The reason I keep emphasizing Marmoush is because he has a pretty unique skill set on the team.
He's not that good. There's a guy, at least one, probably 2 or 3 guys, Marmoush is on every good team in the world. You guys had one. Now all of a sudden, you guys are the best team in the world. It doesn't make any sense.
Usually Rodney starts the show, but today is a special day for one member of Fried Footie who has never wavered in their belief in Man City.
Literally not. I was next to you as this was going on. That's not true. Why would you lie to me like that? I was next to you. Honestly, I was feeling bad a little bit because I was looking at you over there, saw some sweat stains percolated in your armpits a little bit. You're awfully nervous. So by the time it hit 3-1, I was relieved for you. And
Second goal felt like a Xanax, baby, and this jersey feels like velvet right now. This feels like silk on my skin.
Okay, first off, I know where you buy your jerseys, and I can assure you that it doesn't feel like velvet. I know that.
Man, look, I can't believe we are bigging up a team that finished 22nd in the league phase.
Which means
we made it to the next round.
That's not the next round. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. It means you have to play either Bayern Munich or Real Madrid to get to the next round. So as a Man City fan, the fanatic here, who would you rather play? Are you scared? Like, what's your confidence level on both?
Am I scared? Do I look scared right now? I'm not scared.
Yes.
I just watched an incredible performance. We got reinforcements coming in. Who knows? We might get more reinforcements. I say, give me Madrid. I'm not scared of Madrid. I've seen what Madrid does against the big teams. What did Barcelona do the last time we played Madrid?
You guys are as good as Barcelona.
You guys are a big team? You guys are a big team?
Man, you saw how we looked. With Omar Marmoush versus Chelsea, we were balling. Who do you guys think is gonna win the Champions League now?
The team that finished number 1 in the league phase?
Liverpool.
You rocking with Liverpool? Hey man, I'm going with my second team. The team that, I mean, it's not, the only team that, I don't even really claim them, but if I was to kind of have a team that gives me some joy, my second team.
You poo-pooed the second team, but it's
pretty nice. I mean, but if we're going to rock with it, everybody's doing it, I might as well jump on the bandwagon. I mean, why would I be the only one without one, since it's fair play? Look, I don't make the rules. If I was a president...
Man, tell us who you rocking with, man.
I already told you, it's Atletico Madrid. I'm rocking.
Oh, okay.
I told you, it's Atletico.
Good showing today.
They're good.
Anyone's gonna have trouble scoring on them, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I need. I need a team that I know is rock solid on defense, and they can create chances. If they're playing against a top team like a Liverpool, maybe their best isn't quite Liverpool's best. It might depend on the day. But I know what I'm getting every game from Atletico.
Who you got?
Right there, baby. Manchester
There's
City.
no way you.
I do believe. I believe. I'm telling you. You can think I'm crazy. You can doubt me. That's fine. That's not new to me. I'm not afraid to go it alone. Omar Marmoush. I'm gonna say that name every time I have to say it. Omar Marmoush. If they were not in the competition, take Barcelona.
You're putting so much emphasis on Omar Marmoush. This is telling me that you guys are not very deep.
The reason I keep emphasizing Marmoush is because he has a pretty unique skill set on the team. Those guys who play.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a skill set that every other good team has. You guys just didn't have it all year. It's not like this guy is the best player in the world. This guy is not even a top 25 player in the world. Like, you guys didn't pay $100 million. He's not that good. There's a guy, at least one, probably 2 or 3 guys, Omar Marmoush is on every good team in the world. You guys had one. Now all of a sudden, you guys are the fucking best team in the world. It doesn't make any sense. Just because you're deprived, because you got rid of Julian Alvarez, who was as good as him. You had him last year, got rid of him, and you just paid that same fee to get Julian Alvarez back, but you never replaced Rodri. De Bruyne is worse. We just saw this 19-year-old defender fucking piss down his leg, have the worst 5 minutes of a debut in the history of a
Who has the ball back to the goal?
It's incredible. So Man City is good, but let's calm down. Let's just calm down a second.
Really, like, I'm glad Ronnie did it, because I just ain't got it in me, because it don't even make no fucking sense. This is a team that will lose to United, will lose to Sporting, will lose to all these fucking clubs, and then have a...
This is the same team that still lost to Tottenham 4-0, bro. That will never leave my memory.
Bro, we'll have shit showings all across the board.
I would have liked to seen you guys really dominate today. I would have felt a lot better if you guys really dominated.
Honestly, that's the thing for me. You didn't even dominate. It's not even a point where, Man City bow. No! Own goals. Playing teams that you can't even fucking pronounce their name correctly 30 minutes before the game, but now, after a 3-1 victory, my chest.
Hey, the third goal was nice, though. Shout out to
Fuck out of here.
Third goal was nice.
Fuck out of here.
Going back to Manchester, where this is like a breakup, it feels like, with Marcus Rashford and Manchester United, but it's taken another turn.
Our team should be so much better with Rashford, but he has to change. If he change, we are more than welcome to put a talent like Rashford, and we need it. So, but in this moment, I think it's really clear that we have to set some standards. That's all.
I'm not mad at that. However, this to me screams like the board went down and say, yo, you're ruining his transfer value right now. You got to come out and fix the stuff that you've been saying. No one wants him now because you've just been trashing him and you're making him seem like a bad person. I don't care what Ruben says. Manchester United does not want to pay him $350,000 a week anymore. So they're saying, Ruben, you got to come out and make someone want to take this salary off our hands. They want to get rid of Marcus Rashford so that they can bring in their people. And Marcus Rashford being the worst contract on the roster, you could argue he's the worst contract in EPL right now, saying as though he hasn't even played and he's making over $300,000 a week.
The whole issue seems to have stemmed from the Friday night before the Manchester City game. Amorim got word that Rashford was out in the club or something like that. And then at the next day's practice, Rashford was kind of moving slow or lackluster. And Amorim was like, fuck it, you're out. You know, to me,
soccer is such a wild sport, bro, because at least in the NBA or MLB, bro, people will show up hungover. People will go hoop high. They don't care.
We've talked a lot about this, just football culture, how the manager plays a very outsized role. So I get it. If Ruben is like, yo, you are not upholding the standard, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys watch Ted Lasso, but this is a storyline in season 1 of Ted Lasso. I just want to let y'all know.
See, I feel like this I don't watch Ted Lasso. Maybe I should. But I feel like this reminds me, to take it a little darker, this reminds me of how Vladimir Putin got control over the Russian oligarchs. Where, stay with me here for a second. I promise you I'm going to land this plane. I promise you I'm going to land this plane. I know we're starting off high. This is fried footy. This is what we do. So when Vladimir Putin came in, he was like, I got all these people I got to deal with, all these oligarchs, and I want them under my control. What he did is he went and took down the richest guy in Russia.
When you say bring him down,
like take his money and put him in jail. And I think Amorim came into Man U and he was like, I'm going to take out the head of this locker room. Like Rashford is definitely the big homie of Man U, right? Like he grew up in the club. He's getting paid the most. Like he's the big homie. And Ruben came in and was like, oh, you showed up a little tired and hungover for one practice?
Bro, I'm telling you,
permanently.
I promise that Ruben was more likely to watch season 1 of Ted Lasso than he was to know about Putin. Because I'm telling you, this is literally exactly how it played out in season 1 of Ted Lasso, where they're the bad team, they're a relegation team. They have this one really good player, and he has like a bad attitude, and Ted Lasso sits him down, and the team's like not doing that good, and they're just like, yo, why don't you put him back in? Why don't you put him back? He's like, no, he's not following the rules, blah, blah, blah. Like, we need to be a team. Like, we need to be, literally, like, all stuff. And so... But then he's about to come back, but then he gets sold. He gets sold because the owners don't want him there. They sell him. So I'm telling you, this is exactly.
I love that this one is the best podcast because the Soccer Insight went from Vladimir Putin to Ted Lasso, and you're not beating that. You're not beating that.
Look, I'm telling. Someone needs to ask Ruben if he's seen Ted Lasso. That's all I'm saying. If he's a Jason Sudeikis fan, someone needs to ask him. That's all I'm saying. If you're a real journalist, that's what you're doing next press conference. That's all I'm saying.
I love this stuff.
You guys want to take a trip to the rumor mill?
Let's go. Let's tap in.
All right. So the first rumor is that Aston Villa has rejected a €60 million bid from Arsenal for Ollie Watkins.
I just want to know what you think, because I know you hate Ollie, or you just think he stinks.
Hey, Ollie's cool.
No. I've talked to you privately. I know how you really feel. So, what do you think? Because it don't matter what we think. Listen, Ollie Watkins solid player. He's much older than I thought.
60 million is a very fair price, but if you're Aston Villa, you're looking at it like I'm not helping Arsenal. Like I don't give a fuck. You can give me 160. I'm not helping Arsenal.
It's just that simple.
Aston Villa's coach Unai Emery got fired from Arsenal.
This screams personal. This screams you can any team in Spain, any Bundesliga team, let Borussia Dortmund come in and say we want Ollie Watkins for 60 mil. He's out of here.
Shout out my second team. All right, but question: is there any way that this number can be upped and Watkins from Arsenal?
No. Arsenal could give him 160 million.
Sure. There's definitely a number Arsenal can offer that Villa cannot say no to.
Thank you.
For a
So
29-year-old striker,
let's do. You know me, I'm a solutions-oriented cat. What is the number that Villa cannot say no?
if Arsenal drops 80 mil,
Not enough.
no way Villa
Not enough.
say no
Not enough.
80 mil
Not enough.
for a 29-year-old striker,
Not happening.
bro. You're
The price of watching your bitter rival not succeed, priceless. $80 million is nowhere near enough. You think it'd be worth $80 million if Ollie Watkins went to Arsenal and then they won the league because Ollie Watkins started scoring goals and Saka came back and they single-handedly just handed Arsenal their first Premier League title in decades? And you were the sole reason because of $80 million? No chance. It has to be at minimum 100. At minimum,
You done
9
got Rodney
figures.
started. You done got Rodney started.
9 figures minimum.
You think the coach Unai Emery is that bitter that he
Yes. Especially because look how good Arsenal's doing after him. There's no way he's gonna be the person that gives them the final piece to solidify that
talking
he
about they need a striker.
No chance. For him to even call back, you have to text him 100 million. For even to get a call back, 100 million.
I like spicy Rodney.
100 million.
Do you think Ollie Watkins wants to go?
Oh, Ollie Watkins will go for 10 million. Ollie Watkins is ready to leave. Ollie Watkins doesn't care. He's ready to go. His agent called him and said, huh? 60 million to where? Arsenal? He already got his plane ticket.
After Ollie Watkins scored a couple goals against Arsenal, there was an interview and it was revealed that he was in fact an Arsenal fan as a child.
As an Arsenal fan, how much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, loving it. I'm sure my granddad and my Uncle Baz are going to be too happy about that because they're Arsenal fans. I'm an Arsenal fan myself.
You said I'm an Arsenal fan while you're part of Aston Villa. It's kind of crazy.
What you mean? He's supposed to be. I mean, he Villa pays him. They not his team. They pay him. He
Can
worked
you be a
there.
fan of another team while you play in the Premier League?
Yeah,
I don't know.
if you're the owner of Aston Villa and you know that Arsenal's a bigger club than you, and your best player or one of your best players is saying that he's an Arsenal fan, I'm not sending you to Arsenal. Fuck off. There's no chance I'm sending you to Arsenal. There's no chance.
Roddy just turned
Everyone
pretty.
here is going to be happy except me. No chance.
Next rumor we have is quickly becoming less of a rumor, and it's that the other Aston Villa striker, Duran, the Colombian wonder kid, is about to become Cristiano Ronaldo's newest teammate. Aston Villa is getting a 77 million euro bid from Al Nassr. He's about to get 300,000 euros a week.
Respect.
Do you think this is a good idea for Duran? He's 21 with all that talent, all that ability, and now he's going to play in the Saudi League? I don't know.
Not everybody wants to be a star in Europe. Some people want to be fucking paid. And if I was from Colombia, the slums of Colombia, I played for the Chicago Fire for a little bit, I would want to get a fucking bag and enjoy myself in a really nice place. A 21-year-old making $300,000 a week seems pretty lit to me, buddy.
Yeah, and he's so much better than the typical talent in that league, and he's 21. Bro, he's set for life. The next 21 years of his life, he's making that at minimum. He's set for life. Now, again, if you don't care about the accolades, you don't care about going to Champions League, you're just there for vibes. You don't have no Ruben telling you don't show up high or don't show up drunk the next. You can do whatever the hell you want. Because he can just go off pure talent, pure pace, pure skill. He didn't have to get any better. He can be the same player he is for the next 10 years, and his life is set. And then he just goes back to Colombia, lives like a king, goes to Saudi, does his thing. It sounds like a very chill life.
I feel like if Cristiano Ronaldo is out here getting hat tricks at 54 or however old he is now,
54 is nuts.
like Duran in a full season, if you give him 38 games in the Saudi League, like he might get 70 goals.
He might get 100.
I thought you were gonna say 100.
He might
I
get
thought you were
100.
gonna say
What
100.
is the limit? Like he might go crazy because like I've seen the style of competition in the Saudi league, bro, and it's like this is his team that he's joining now.
Oh, look at the goalie.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is no, I.
That's
no,
the goalie.
I saw this.
Oh.
I didn't realize this was Cristiano Ronaldo's team. I saw this on Twitter. It was like type shit this doing, but okay, that's what's up.
The fact that Aston Villa could have sold Watkins and kept Duran, but wanted to keep Watkins still, even though he's 8 years older. That's just, again, this goes back to show you how much they were just selling Arsenal to off. And they just went and said, you know what? We'll still get that 60 mil. We'll just sell the backup. And just so you know that we're definitely not selling Watkins, because now we just got rid of his replacement. So don't even call back. Don't even call back.
I was going to say, is he actually 21? Because you know the Colombian, I was going to say, like.
Yeah, the hairline is pushing back a little bit.
I was going to say,
that's not a
is he
21-year-old
actually
hairline.
21? You know,
Forehead is. That's not a 21-year-old forehead.
Those Colombian birth certificates, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Not everybody is blessed by the hair gods. To be fair, some people's hairline goes back very early.
I'm just saying.
You judge him for that. You don't know.
Once I put together he was from Colombia and then he came to the States, I was just like, I don't know. That birth certificate, that 9 might be a 6, but you know, he might really be 24. But I'm just saying.
Okay, the last rumor we have is that Neymar is set to go back to his boyhood club, Santos, in the Brazilian league. Does this seem like a good move to you guys?
It's a terrible move. Terrible move. The MLS is right there, buddy. You had it made in the shade. You could have went with your boy back in Miami. You could have been with Messi. You already got a crib there. I'm just saying you could have. Because the thing is, with the Brazilian league, that's a serious league. Hey, buddy. They will hurt you. I don't know if you've seen the clips. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. Honestly, he got a target on his back because he's kind of washed. He's a little slower, and they're going to be looking to take him out. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, like, you're a goat. Like, this is, let me respect you.
Like the homie came back home.
Yeah, no. They're trying to make a name. Like, they're hungry down in them favelas. They hungry. Yeah. You know, you feel me? So I think this might be something that kind of tarnishes his legacy a little bit. Because I don't know if he's going to have the same success that he would have if he played in, like, an MLS.
So why do you think he did it?
Well, because I think, one, he's Brazilian, so...
Go home.
Expect him to go home, you know.
That's what I was about to say.
He wants to go home. And if he does end up being good, if I'm wrong, and he actually does cook, the ceiling is much higher. Now you're a legend again.
It's a perfect story. But, to Rodney's point, if them boys is really about that favela life like I think they are, he done fucked up something serious. Because here's the thing, there's no going back. Being the old wash man who can't even make it now is not a good look.
The MLS will always be there, though. Like, Neymar could pull up when he's like 50, and the MLS would be like,
yeah, that's off the vibe.
Well, he'd be like Pele and many people before.
Basically.
I personally, you know, I like to bring the diaspora together, and we've done it again. Big ups to Vinny linking up with Burna Boy, my boy. It was a beautiful time. They're out here sharing drinks, food, jerseys. Even listen. Vinny is such a good man that he brought the homies.
He said, Rudiger.
Look at Rudiger. Time of his life. Putting chains on each other. Listen, this is the love we need to see. And while some people want to play Madrid in the Champions League, I wouldn't want to play a team that is locked in like this. Also, shout out to Vinny because I heard he had a dinner with the team and almost every player came. Just shout out to the camaraderie Vinny is doing. Big ups to him. Big ups to the fam.
Look, I got one thing for Vinny because again, he's been around doing this thing. I'm looking at the video. Vinny, where the women at? All I'm seeing is a sausage fest. Where the ladies? Ain't no bottle girls. Ain't nothing. Go men, sausage, men, video recording other men. I'm not even disappointed in Vinny because I've seen his braids and I don't expect him to be around the women. Burna Boy, I know you got it. You should have gave my man a lob. Burna Boy should have gave my man a lob. Bring him along with the 2-man. I'm expecting better from you guys.
I'm just so flabbergasted. Like, this is a beautiful fellowship.
It's not
brotherhood.
Beautiful.
And this is what you take from that?
It's not
you
beautiful
turn
at all.
a beautiful situation into something toxic?
Nothing beautiful about a sausage fest.
What do you mean?
Nothing beautiful about sausage.
Male bonding.
Nah, too much testosterone
bonding.
in the room. Too much liquor and male and testosterone in one room. I ain't like it. They're putting chains on each other and stuff. This was like a messed up Boondocks episode.
The American toxicity that I am not a part of. Please.
We gotta tap in. We gotta get Vinny right. Come on, bro. I know you're a short king, but there's the ladies are still gonna mess with you, bro.
Oh, I'm glad you brought up that up. Yo, Vinny's short as fuck because Burna Boy is short as so, yo, what the like, short kings link up. Brad, speak up.
A lot of short kings have a tough time of it. It really separates the men from the boys. I'm not your average short king.
I'm not
you know, like there's levels to this shit. I've known some. Yo, I know a guy who's my height that I don't think he's ever, you know, done a damn thing, and he's like 35. He's just out here.
How do you verify that? How do you know
Next
that?
big ups. Next big ups, bro. This is turning into some
Get it more toxic. Go to Captain America, Raji.
Oh, all right. Okay, so big ups. You already know what it is. The best American player currently walking on this earth playing soccer. Christian Pulisic, we're pouring honey on you, my goat, because you out here getting the penalties. He's perfect on the penalties. And they know it. They're recognizing. They're understanding American talent is here.
Well, earlier in the season, they weren't letting him take the penalties.
Okay, but they got to warm up. They got to respect. And now they, too, are pouring honey on their goat because they know what it is. When it's time to take the penalty, they know who automatic. 100% efficiency rate from the penalty spot. He don't miss. Look at them. They're like, I know you can do it, my goat. I know you can do it, my king. Show us how it's done. Show us how. Look, go ahead. Look at him, like paying us respect. Go ahead, do it. We know you got it. And Pulisic, all right. Bam. Look at that. Easy. Light work. There's one step, boom, in it. He don't even got to do too much. Just keep it chill. Everybody knows what it is. Not even a big celebration because it's expected. When you're the greatest American player currently living, it's expected.
You poured a little too much honey, I think.
Pouring honey on you, my goat.
You know, the commentary of the last two topics have been at odds for me a little. Can't handle the sausage fest, but you're pouring honey. How many times you pouring honey on this man?
I'm pouring honey on my goat on the soccer field playing time. Now when we get into the club and we in the section, where the hose at? The honey is in my back pocket because we back with the hose. You gotta, it's compartmentalizing. It's a time to be with the bros.
We're gonna put some of the young guys on game here. You don't have to put everything on the camera. You can have a dinner with the boys.
I'm looking for
Something else that's not on camera. Well, you're suggesting with Real Madrid is the most like basic mistake, bro.
No, it's not. It's not a mistake. When you're him, you can do what you want. You don't gotta be secretive. You don't gotta have discernment. And the thing,
you gotta manage. You gotta manage.
No, you don't. Because if they're not fucking with it, then they just go. You bring in the next one. When you're him, when you got it like that, that's how you do it. Like it just was too much. They're putting chains on each other. I didn't like that. Now go back to Pulisic. You on the field. These ain't no women on the field right now. But between these lines, real men only. We tapped in. We locked in. And they know who to turn to. They got to turn to the alpha. It's time to get this penalty. It's time to knock this thing in.
You got to kiss each other a little? Let's kiss each other.
That's what you do. It's called culture, okay? How about you expand your horizons? They're in Italy, all right? How about you have some class? Have some culture, all right? How about you have some discernment, okay? It's called Italy, okay? It's called AC Milan, okay? One of the most powerful clubs in Italian history, all right? How about you take some notes? Some of you writing this down, all right? Have some respect.
I don't know why you turned up Rodney today.
I think we got to end this episode before Rodney starts kissing us like AC Milan.
Whoa!
See, that's wild. See, that's wild. I'm striking that from the record because that's just insane for you to hear say something like now again. If we're on the pitch.
You did great today.
If you were as good as Pulisic at podcasting, I may consider it, but you're not. So you don't have to worry about it. Don't worry about it because you're not 10 for 10 on anything. Pulisic out there undefeated.
I'm gone, bro. I'm leaving, bro. I can't do this.
See you next week.